New morning after boondocking on Home Depot, and the first thing I see some mini trailer camp. It's interesting. You can tow it with any car. Better than a teardrop, little bigger, roomier. It's interesting little piece. Well, like I said, I'm at the Home Depot parking lot, somewhere between Atascadero and Paso Robles, like halfway. Last night I was at Outlaws Casino in Atascadero. Interesting place. Looks really good, reminds me of Wisconsin bars, and has 3 poker tables and 2 other table games like blackjack and 3-card poker. I spent there 6 hours, and at the table I met a man, Banjer. It was really weird. I was talking about my trip next year, tracing the music roots. He said, you know bluegrass? He plays banjo. I said, sure, I don't listen much bluegrass, but I have a buddy who had in Madison, Wisconsin, who had a bluegrass band like 30 years ago. He goes, what's his name? And I said it without even expecting for this Dan to know that name. I said, Sims Delany Pothoff. He goes, I know Sims. We were in 1991 at a stage play in some theater in Madison. What? And then we started stories about music. So Dan is a storyteller, plays banjo, does folk and bluegrass music, and he told me he is playing today at the Pozo bar somewhere. So I have to go back. I never, on this trip, planned to go 1 mile back, but this time, just for this, I'm gonna go. It's now about 40 miles, maybe a couple more, about 40 miles back through Escadero, and then East Margarita, and then east of that, somewhere in the cornfields, who knows, there's a Pozo bar, and that's where the Dan plays today at noon. So I'm already late, it's 1:45, so I'm gonna hit the road now. I'll tell you about the meeting later. I'm on El Camino Real, the King's Road, and turning east on Highway 58. This is going through Santa Margarita, and now it's coming the slow part. So I still have probably at least 20 minutes drive. And with my gas mileage, 8 miles per gallon, this trip backwards cost me money. But it's fine. Everything for the music. Very green here.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
Vintage Cowboy Winery and Pozo Bar. This place has some music events in the summer. So Pozo Saloon is old and not that important by itself, but this tree, this is where they hang Dalton brothers. This tree is so old. Look how wide it is. The Dalton brothers gang. There's a picture that was a house across the street, and on the porch, that's where they had them after hanging. There's a stage for events, outdoor tables. And then working his gig.
All right, friends. All right, I'm gonna try this. I don't really do this tune, but the only time I ever got to play with the great Bill Monroe, to play music with him, this is the song we played in a different key. Jimmy Rogers did this one, and Bill Monroe made it into his big signature song. But that's all I can remember right now. My image, my sound is being transmitted right now all the way to Serbia, which is way east of here. You can get there going west too, but it's even east of Greece and north of
Greece,
north of Greece and north of Albania.
Yep.
And all that, but we're in relation to Romania.
We have the border.
You're the border? Okay,
yeah.
So.
East border is Romania and Bulgaria.
Not all Americans are completely ignorant of geography, okay?
Nope, yep, that's strange.
We're just mostly ignorant of geography.
All right, Dan, thanks.
Good to see you. Cheers. I would love to see if I get on SerbTube.
SerbTube.
SerbTube, that would be great.
Can you, in 1 minute, give me the story? How did you get infected with banjo? And when you were 12 years old, what got into you? What was the deal?
When I was about 13, 12 or 13, there was a film out called Deliverance. My younger brother decided he wanted a banjo, and he got one for his 13th birthday, 1973, December. And somewhere around the next spring or summer, 74, I decided I wanted to try it. And it was only because he had a banjo. So my mother had got a banjo for him and a Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs record and the soundtrack to Deliverance and the book, Earl Scruggs' book. And then, so I started learning out of the book and I took a couple of lessons. But then there was a band near where I lived called the Seldom Scene. And they were a very famous and very good bluegrass band. And I became a big fan of the Seldom Scene. And that's what got me into bluegrass music. Thanks a lot to my younger brother. He got me in trouble.
So how hard is actually to get it? What, you know, comparing to guitar or something?
The banjo, the secret to the banjo is that it's actually very easy because it's tuned to an open chord. So with just your right hand, no left hand, so you start with a very simple thumb, pinch, thumb, pinch. So the banjo's tuning makes it very easy. You see? So then that's pattern number 1 is thumb, pinch. Pattern number 2 is thumb, index, thumb, middle. Thumb, index, thumb, sorry, middle. It sounds like. So you practice and you practice and you practice.
So how do you get that speed?
You start slow. And then when you put the picks on, you can play louder and faster, even faster with the picks on because the strings just slip right off the metal and the plastic. With your skin hangs up a little bit, right? Okay, start again. Just learn the chords. And
so that Deliverance tune, who wrote that?
That was written by Arthur Smith and Arthur Smith and maybe Don Reno. And it was originally a 4-string banjo with no peg here, tuned like a viola, a tenor banjo, and a 5-string banjo. So when
Play anything else like dulcimer or some of those?
Guitar, mandolin, dobro, and if I've played the dulcimer, I don't own one. It's very simple.
Yeah.
On the dulcimer, it's set up so you can't play any wrong note. All the notes are marked by the frets are in the scale, so you can never play a wrong note. Let me play one more and take a little break. 1, 2, 1. Your parents don't like me. They drove me away from your door. I had my life to live over again. I'd never go to Baltimore. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. I'll lay around the shack till the mail train gets back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Saturday night while I was around Belgrade with another man. Wouldn't even go my bail. You're probably visiting, St. Petersburg and getting Russian gifts, right? Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Go to Finland, I like it there. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. I'll lay around the shack till the mail train gets back. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. I'll lay around the shack till the mail train gets back. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Thank you, Serbia!
Yay! Oh, yeah! Gonna keep you free and clean. And now you wear your skin like iron. Your breath is hard as kerosene. You was your mama's only son, your favorite one that seen. She began to cry when you said goodbye and sank into your dreams. Pozo was a bandit voice. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his guns outside his pants, where all the honest were the fear. Pozo met his match, you know, the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying word, but that's the way it goes. All the federales said could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. And dust that Poncho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. That day they laid poor Poncho low. Lefty split near Ohio, and where he got ready to go, there ain't nobody knows. All the federales said could have had him any day. You only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Big verse. Poets tell how Poncho fell and Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold, and so the story ends were told. Poncho needs your praise, it's true. Could save a few poor Lefty too. He only did what he had to do, and now he's growing old. All the federales said could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federales said could have had him any day. We only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose.
That was.